So with this, okay, hey, if you don't want to, if you don't want this to end in a tie and there to be controversy, then my man, just win the Super Bowl.
This is former Chicago Bear Desmond Clark. And y'all hear me on many podcasts, but when y'all hear me on Pick'em Pros, y'all know it's all about family. This ain't just business.
Coming back tonight. We're coming back tonight. We're going to tie it up 2-2, go back to Golden State, then 3-2, and then we're going to control the series.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. You know who it is. I am Derrick Thompson.
And I am Diego Thompson, your official playoff champion.
And who are we?
We're the Pick'em Pros.
We are the Pick'em Pros coming back at you in the house. Oh, man. Hey, Super Bowl 57. That was a thriller. Man, we got a lot to get into. We got to get into the controversial call. We got to talk about all that. We got to talk about who took the L, who took the win. Keep the comments coming. So this is cool. This is our first time going live. So we're having a lot of fun with this. So yeah, please keep it coming. So this is fun. So might be a little crow eating and a little bit of gloating. But those of you checking us out for the first time, we are father-son dynamic duo. We have had a ball throughout this entire NFL season, picking all the games, raise money for, great causes. And hey, it all culminated here with the fantastic Super Bowl. We'll get into NBA next in March Madness. But hey, we're here for a few minutes here. Won't stay up here too late, but just want to recap that Super Bowl. But hey, man, let me give you the floor. You're the winner. Go ahead and go ahead and do your thing, man.
Okay, so first of all, what did I tell you about Mahomes? I told you Mahomes going to come through, and against anyone that he plays against, in any circumstances, he's going to get the dub. He was on a high ankle sprain. He got injured multiple times during this game. Came back against the best D-line in the NFL, and he was down by double digits at halftime, found a way to come back and win the game. And then this just clinches my playoff record. So like I said earlier, when I absolutely have to have it, I get it. Super Bowl, second year in a row, I got it. So yeah, just lots of records that I got.
Yeah, definitely lots of records. And hey, we see Aaron has already bought his championship hat, shirt, field confetti. That is hilarious. Hey, Vance, thanks for joining us. Summer, thanks for joining us. Thank you all. And hey, keep the comments going. And we will definitely also have time at the very end. Again, we won't be here but about 15 minutes. But if there's any questions and answers, we'll have a quick little segment about that. But man, yeah, you did your thing, man. You won the playoffs. Again, there's no controversy. We're not ending in a tie and having any controversy there. You won outright, man, and did your thing. You picked the Super Bowl correctly last year. You picked the NBA Finals correctly this year. And now you're picking the NBA. You did the Super Bowl. You got that right again. So you're on a little bit of a lucky streak.
It's just something about championships. So it's just when it's championship time, it's just something that just comes and it just fuels me,
Okay. Interesting. And funny, Summer said, "LOL, how come Mahomes only lives when he's doing bad?" Oh, that's funny. I love it. Oh man. So hey man, we're gonna get into that call. But before that, Diego, do you have any other anything else that you want to just talk about as far as the game? or do you want to go into the call?
Oh, well, I thought it was a great game, a high-scoring game, even higher score game than I thought it was going to be, because these two defenses, they're the 1 and 2 sack defenses in the NFL all year. So I thought it was going to be a little lower scoring because of the defenses, but it was really just an offensive shootout all the way to the end. And so that was just sort of unexpected to me. And then, the guy who's been shooting out the most, Mahomes, ended up winning. So.
Yeah, and with the time of possession, with the Eagles controlling the time of possession the way they did, the Chiefs really had to make sure that they scored every time, and they pretty much did. Especially, I know in the second half they did. So
they did. And then they got they got it for the last about 4 minutes of the game. So that helped too.
Yeah, definitely. And thank you, Deanna. Shout out to Deanna Pick'em Pros chain. Show your Pick'em Pros chain.
This
chain. That's Deanna made that. So shout out to you. Thanks for checking us out. Yeah, man. But yeah, just amazing there. And then I know Aaron said he, again, lifelong Chiefs fan, said that this game took several years off his life. And man, you're losing a lot of years, Aaron, because you said that about the conference championships, man. So you may have to stop watching, man. Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, hey, let's get into that call. Let's talk about that for a minute. Man, what's your thoughts on that? Should they have thrown the flag? I know you might be biased, but should they have thrown that flag in that moment?
Okay, first of all, he did hold him. It was a slight hold, but still, it wasn't like a big tug. But he did hold him. Yeah. It ended up that he did hold him, and the Philly, they have all these All-Pro, Pro Bowl DBs. Like they should just play defense. They don't need to hold these guys back if they have all those guys back there. So that's first thing. Second of all, the Eagles have been getting breaks all year. In the conference championship game, Brock Purdy got injured. That changed the dynamic of the game. And then they had that catch from Devontae Smith in the conference championship game. That you look at the replay, it wasn't a catch. And then you look at today. Even today, they had that Devontae Smith catch that was on the sideline, and you look at the replay, and the ball hit the ground, and then that controversial Dallas Goedert catch. You could have said it was a catch. It wasn't a catch. Yeah. So I feel like that was just kind of evening things out there. So yeah, so it was fair in a sense to give the Chiefs the benefit.
I do agree. I agree. They had to throw the flag there. I mean, you hate to see the game ended like that, but I mean, he held him and he grabbed him twice actually, and he was going to be wide open there in the corner. And that second that he grabbed him, prevented him from catching that touchdown. So I mean, you had to throw the flag in that situation. So I know that hardcore Eagle fans will disagree with that. I think they got cheated, but nah, I mean, you can't grab the receiver in the back and stop him like that. So I do agree with you there. Well, let's chat briefly again. We're going to get out of here soon. Just wanted to have some live reaction and finally get to interact with some of those of you that watch the show. So this is cool for us to be able to do this. We'll do this much more, and we're going to do March Madness up really big. But let's talk about the field conditions. That was pretty bad. I mean, we saw from the very first play, the guys were slipping, and I think the field goal kicker actually got hurt on that field on the first game of the season. What's going on with that?
Yeah, the field goal. Yeah, Harrison Butker, he did get injured in the first game of the year on that field, and that the Chiefs are kind of complaining about that and the field conditions. It's like this grass, but it's like a weird type of grass. So I don't really know much about it, but it's just different than other grasses. It's like a turf-like grass, but and then they painted the whole field with those big logos and the big green paint those 3 massive logos, and then the field was like freshly green with paint, and so I just think they should just keep a flow, have it like a normal game's worth of paint. They can still have the logo, but I just don't think they could like paint like every single inch of the field with big logos. So
well, they have this problem in other championship games. I know in the Final Four with March Madness they have that because they have the stickers covering pretty much the whole court, and they have guys slipping there as well. So I know they got a brand and let everybody know it's the championship, but maybe make the logos a little smaller, not paint the entire field, and put stickers on the entire court.
Yeah.
So, we talk about player safety. That is huge as far as player safety goes. So yeah. We see Aaron said I saw a post on Twitter that said they've been working on that field for 2 years and it costs over $800,000. Wow. So it's been all that money, and it's still causing people to slip and injuries. And then people wonder why teams want actual grass everywhere. The NFL, yep, Vance, you know it. Well, hey, let's talk about Patrick Mahomes again. We knew it was gonna go one way or the other, right? If he won, then 27 years old, 2 Super Bowls. 2 Super Bowl MVPs. Think he's the first person to win the regular season MVP and Super Bowl MVP. I mean, all this. So now, hey, let's be the first Pick'em Pros to start the conversation. What's up? Is Patrick Mahomes goat chasing?
Yeah, he's not the first person to get. I think Kurt Warner got it in like 2000s, but he's the most recent person to do that. That's like a 25-year span, so that's still been a really, really long time. So I do think that this is just fresh off the Super Bowl. I do think that this is the best season ever by a quarterback. Just the combination of the span he won the MVP and the span he won the Super Bowl, all the adversity, the ankle, losing Tyreek, all that. I think that if you combine all that, this is the best regular season ever. And now he's clearly a top 10 quarterback, I say. You can make an argument for top 5, but I think he's top 10 and definitely on the road and chasing Brady down hard.
Yeah. I never would have thought in a million years after losing Tyreek. I mean, I knew they would be back. But, I thought they'd have to cash in some of those draft picks, rebuild a little bit, build the defense, build the offense. But, man, for them to trade Tyreek and then, win the Super Bowl the same year, I'm like, wow, man, that was definitely amazing. Definitely amazing. And we are going to make, before we go, we got to make our way too early Super Bowl prediction for next year. So we'll do that here in a second. So hey, okay. Now along that line, and Vance, chime in on this, man. And Aaron and everybody, and Andy Reid. Now, hey, he's got two Super Bowls. He's been to, my goodness, how many conference championships?
Probably about 9.
Man, let the conversation begin. How many more Super Bowls does Andy Reid need to get before he is on the Mount Rushmore of coaches, if not already? Right? Is Bill Belichick's kind of coming down a little bit since we see how he's doing without Brady. Where's Andy Reid?
I think he's definitely top 5 Mount Rushmore caliber coach right now, just because of how he's done. He's like how he's done with all of these quarterbacks. He's just how he's elevated every single quarterback that he's played with, and so had Mahomes and what he did with the Eagles, 4 conference championships, and with the Chiefs 5 straight conference championships. And just like all these playoff wins, second all time, and that number 5 in regular season. So I think he's top 5 coach. With Mahomes now, he's going to be able to win some more Super Bowls, and if he And if he definitely gets one or two more, then I feel like he passes Belichick for sure.
Yeah. Man, and yeah, been to 5 AFC championships in the last 5 years. Insane. Never's been to a road. Switching back to Mahomes, never been to played a road playoff game in his career. Summer just says like the LeBron Jordan conversation, no comparison to Brady. Like, but Mahomes is 27 though. If he's got time.
He's got lots of time.
He can, man, with this. I mean,
because and Andy Reid drafts so well. Well, like Pacheco, the guy got a touchdown or two and was their leading rusher today. He was a 7th round draft pick this year.
Right. Yes. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, so if he keeps drafting like this, then they could draft another Tyreek or something this year. I mean, who knows?
Man. Yeah. It's wild. It's wild. Man. All right. And yeah, Hall of Fame coach Andy Reid using the time clock at the M's Classic. Yeah. I'm so happy that he went down. And did not run in and score at the end there. So you heard the announcer Greg Olson yelling to get down, because that's the only way the Eagles are gonna have a shot. If he went in and scored, so they could get the ball back. And he does run very angry. All right, well, let's get we've got one more thing to address, and then we'll see if there's any questions. But a matter of fact, if you have any questions, go ahead and put those in the comments now. And then if not, we'll get out and we'll talk about our last topic here. Hey, Super Bowl 58. Where's Super Bowl 58? Is it in New Orleans?
No, it's in Vegas.
Vegas. Okay, Vegas, and then New Orleans. 59 is in New Orleans, right? Okay. All right. So Super Bowl 58, Las Vegas. Who you got? Who's going to be in Super Bowl 58? And put in the comments too. Everybody's watching. Who's going to be in Super Bowl 58?
Yeah, the NFC, I got the Eagles because I think they'll be able to retain some of these guys that they have. A lot of these guys they have under contract, and then the few that are free agents that I think they have cap space to make a run for another year. So I think they're gonna come out the NFC. At the AFC, I got the Bengals just because like every year I feel like this is going to be a thing, like, oh, they disrespected us, and then they disrespected us. So it's just going to be this cycle every year of those two teams making the Super Bowl. So I got the Bengals, and I have the Bengals winning it all next year because this year Burrow wasn't healthy to start. He had that surgery, and they had a little slow start. Chase got hurt, so if they're able to have Burrow there for a whole year, I feel like they got something special there. So
that's gonna be.
I mean, and the free agency that can change, but right now I got that. That's the Bengals right now.
Yeah, well, definitely. There's so much that's gonna happen in the off season that we'll see. So Kevin has Buffalo Bills, Detroit Lions. Hey, you never know. Definitely, Detroit is on the come up. Buffalo is definitely going to.
There.
Chiefs has a projected 12 picks for the draft.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Yes. It's just crazy. So hard to win back-to-back, though.
It is.
If anyone in the league can do it right now, it's Mahomes. I mean, never know what can happen. So
yes. I absolutely. Yeah. Bengals, Chiefs, AFC Championship. Yeah. I think we definitely we'll see that. Yeah, as of right now, there's so much that's going to happen between now and then the beginning of the season, and then of course throughout the season, and then before we go into the playoffs. I would say right now, I would also say Bengals, but I say Bengals 49ers. I think the 49ers, I'm one that thinks that if the quarterback didn't go down, I think they were going to actually get that.
Yes, I had that. We both had the Niners making.
Yeah, but it can go so many ways. And then also Lamar, if the Ravens can work things out with Lamar Jackson, the Ravens are going to be dangerous.
Yeah, and then there have been talks about Bieniemy and DeAndre Hopkins.
Right. So there's so much Arrowhead, not Burrowhead. That's right.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. And y'all know how I make my picks. Yeah, we know Summer. So yeah, but it's gonna be great, man. We're already talking about next season, and this one hasn't ended, but 20 to a little over 20 minutes ago. So we can't wait. But yeah, we will end on that note. Thanks for hopping on, sharing part of your Super Bowl Sunday with us. We really appreciate it. We hope you had a lot of fun this season. Had fun today, and we'll keep it going. So although NFL season is ending right now, we will roll right into NBA. We'll already posted about that, and we'll be talking about that on a weekly basis. We're going to do March Madness up really big. We have a lot planned for March Madness, so that's going to be huge in NBA Finals. So keep checking us out, and we'll do the NFL even bigger and better next year. Where do we think Rodgers will end up? You want to take you know where I think he's going to end up.
Oh man, I would probably say Vegas right now because of Adams. I think that he's gonna push to try to get him, and I feel like the Rodgers are the Packers will trade him there because the AFC team. So I think Raiders sure.
Yeah. It's funny, Vance said USFL. or Vance, are you asking if we're going to cover USFL? That's what you might mean. You may be, are we going to talk about that? Well, we'll come back to that. Yeah, Rodgers, I would say probably Vegas, but I want to see him in Miami. You haven't heard about that. I don't think that Miami really believes that Tua is going to be able to stay healthy. And I think he'd be the perfect fit for Miami with Tyreek and Waddle and that crew. So most likely Vegas with the way that things have happened, but I would say long shot Miami for sure. So yeah. Let's see, few more. Let's see. Boom Duffers called it KC for the win. Yes, that's right. David did say he said KC. So yeah, you had them as well. Diego had them, but David, dude, your score was like what David said?
34-14. That would
work. Hey, win is a win. You were right about the team.
I had them winning by 3, and it happened. So
yeah, that's right. The Rodgers still has gas in the tank with the right team. With the right team. With the team that is loaded. Yes. So yeah. Let's see if Miami doesn't stick with Tua, the whole city will. Really? Now, such Summer. Now I know you're West Palm Beach, so you're closer around that area. So man, okay, that's interesting insight to know that they are with Tua like that. But I think he's he's just one hit away. That's the concern there. Tennessee definitely needs a quarterback. And Rodgers has a home in Tennessee. He has a home in Tennessee, so you can't count Tennessee out. But yeah, great comments here, trying to click everything. Thanks for all the love and support. Again, this is our first time going live. So yeah, this is really, really, really cool. And then David said one more thing. VS win, they should have just oh man. Yes. Well, hey, we're gonna get out on this note, and we're gonna let you guys get back to your night. Check out all the post game, celebrate, and thanks for rocking with us. We really appreciate it. And we're gonna get out on this note. Congratulations, man! You won yet another Super Bowl. We'll see if you can keep it going. But you know I'm gonna whoop you in March Madness. Everybody knows that.
I won that too, so that's another thing you're gonna have to come back from.
Yeah, that's all right. This is gonna be my year. Between that, the finals, the Celtics, I got it, man. I'm about to go on a streak. I'm about to be scorching hot. We all know. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, hey, love y'all. Appreciate it. Yep, about them Chiefs. Love it. We'll catch y'all later, man. Be safe. Until later. Pick 'em pros. We are out.
Jordan.